G'day there. It's Gordon Pilcher back here again, and we're just tripping over. In 5 days, we'll be in the 1890s, and we've just had the little Deutsch trucks released. If you have a look, Deutsch or the Benz DMG. So, by the Daimler. They're a Daimler Motor Group, yeah. So they're moving five the same as these, but just at a little bit quicker. We can't see the load on their back, so I'm just giving it a bit of a kick. And we've done some improvements here. We've got the town of Yate all connected in now. Yate's got both. Not that. I want to look at that. I want to look at this. Yate's got both two passenger trains coming in and should be arriving fairly shortly here on the platform. A couple of freight trains. They won't be arriving here for a little while at the speed they're going there. When I was putting some of this track down, I had the wrong speed. Here we go. It's half the problem. Let's bring it all up to as fast as possibly can go on this standard track. Should be doing 120. Yeah, so it'll speed up a bit once it gets clear of all that. But anyway, get back down to Yate. Yate's got a second rail freight line. I did the same as what I did over here, and the steel mill. I took a line out. See, this is also an interesting situation here. I've got a little town up here, which will come. I'm going to come across here, split the line, then go to there, go to Brig North, hook a right on the split, and continue down that. If that is north. That would be the eastern line, but ultimately they all end up here at Briley Hill, and there will be some short lines just coming out to meet some of these little branch lines. So that gives us an opportunity to build a nice, big, huge terminal hub at the end here. So yeah, that's where I'm up to. Okay, it's now March. We're running at normal time. March 27, 1891. I thought it was about, it must have been 1891, yeah, what am I going about? So we are into the 1890s. We're through the 1890s pretty quick, 1890 real quick. I was sitting there gas bagging. I'm just holding off here with this, doing this extension here. I got what I will be doing. I got some tilt bridges which I want to put in here. So if I want to use the rail, the waterways, I don't have to build so all the waterways are navigable. I'll get it out. The navigational, whatever that, you know the word. So what we'll be doing is as soon as they come online, now I'm going to be using my trusty old, I only want to put one bridge in if I can help it, otherwise I've got to put two of these bridges. They only go, they're a two-way bridge. Basically what we're going to do here, ooh, that looks a bit Mickey Duck, doesn't it? It's Japanese high-speed rail, that's why. Just looks Mickey Duck in comparison to everything else here. Probably not. So, what I'm going to do here, that's a fairly, I could have a level crossing if I so chose, but I'm choosing not to at this point in time. So I'm not going to want 4 lines. Yeah, the bridges I'm looking at are swing bridges, but oh, what have I done? That is annoying when somebody do that. Kind of irritating. I think they come in, those bridges come in at 1900, so we've got another 10 years or so. We've got to wait on this side of the river. That doesn't mean I'm going to have several of these bridges, aren't I? Because what I'll do is with these towns that are on this peninsula, we'll come back. This will be on a separate line, branch line. They won't come as far as Yates, because Yates being serviced from the other end of it, from Washington. This would be 1, 2, 3. Where am I looking? I'm losing the thread. Hang on. Yeah, there's going to be several bridges. No, they will pick up on this other line coming down. That way, we've got the branch line. Mind I've still got this line coming through here, which I could pick up on. Now I'm just going to, while we're here, I'm just going to, no, I don't want that. Now, quick upgrade, what is that? That would move a lot of stuff, wouldn't it? A lot of stuff. It's only one, I think it's all one compartment. So kind of pointless. That moves 30 or something, but I'm going to stick with the little Daimler for now. A little flat work. Okay. Might just try that one there for the fun of it. Like the brickwork's got to move by you. Look at that. It's always as good as moving it on a train. It's 2 compartments. So it can take coal and clay, and then on the return it can bring back bricks. Let's just have a look at one operating. Well, it hasn't had an opportunity it hasn't had the opportunity to do what it should do yet. So in theory, if we get say coal and clay dropped off there. It should be on this run here. You have to carry both. In other words, it should, because it needs one of each, one and one, right? So it would prove quite valuable in that situation there. So yeah, I don't think there's any later buses. Oh, you've got a new bus. The Landau. Well, those happen to be wore out, and these two are wore out. Now in the town, I think these are best. I think those are sort of going to be clumsy in the town. Sand pit. How would these go for sand? Mind you, they can't move any sand yet. We haven't got a glassworks. Just waiting for that to come online. But just on the off chance, again, there's another brickworks. We will, where there are brickworks, we will utilise those things. I haven't set any vehicles on this particular line. Where's Bridgman? Where's the line? That wasn't very smart of me, was it? That happens on the big job. You sort of get a bit carried away and you'll forget to come back and do a double check. Get back up here. Actually, now we've got these vehicles, you think things they start to happen a little quicker. That's just a clay pit. Okay, a reasonable number of clay on it. Truck. Food processing. Now, hang on. There's two compartments. That's all cargo, so it's two compartments now. Trying to think for food processing. You've got grain. Yeah, so the grain can go on that flatbed, so that'll work. Boy, it's at a right royal handy time. We'll now do an upgrade on the Chipping Onga freight train. So let's have a look at some of this new steam rolling stock here. 400 kilowatts. I need one, I think. I think it can handle what I'm going to put on the megawatt. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. Yeah, that'll do for now. That's not a piece of that slow track, is it? Just check, yeah it is. having all these mods sometimes can be work against you because you actually will accidentally click on the wrong thing, but it's easy to do, but you go back and fix it. Now this one here, if you click on it where it's in a tunnel, actually change it. I'll just show you. Inside the tunnel looks different. Oh, yeah, we've even got a tree going inside the tunnel, but it shouldn't look like that. So you can see the walls and the rest of the tunnel are different. Wish I could work out what mod that is, because I invariably miss it when I'm putting them back together. That'll clear it. It just means I've got to go away and get rid of a few trees on the top of the hill there. Not a big deal, but it just can look a little bit Mickey Duck at times, you know what I'm saying. So anyway, let's get back into this. I've got a freight train. They. After all that, I think in the last episode I put this that there was that's an added industry after the fact. What do we want? We'd put 6 on there. I'm sure I put vehicles on it. Where did we get down to? Bad, very bad. Wait those out. That train looks fine. Again, we'll just quickly replace these. And I could mess around, but I'm not dealing with in a situation where I'm trying to play against the bank. I don't even sort of think about it. If I'm playing it when I've got full cost down on, I'll generally use it, do the maintenance thing. Right, yeah, you can't put a truck on with a bus. It doesn't work very well. Now we put another. See the buses on. I have noticed in all the games I've played that when you start upgrading stuff like this, things really start to fire up. You see cities start to grow, and one time I had a bunch of cities that were relatively close, that all grew into each other. Oh, not that, not that. I'm going to use that for coal mines because you have to move 16 simultaneously. Same with that. It's not iron ore. But in the town, I don't think they're really that great an idea. They're too long, and the speed they move at, if they hang around too long. can interfere with all the other road transport. Road congestion in 1892. State government passes law that all vehicles have to be non-horse-powered, you know. But like they can't be petrol-powered or... Oops. With no EVs in here at this point, thank goodness. Right, more buses. I could say something concerning all that science, which isn't really science. But I'll keep my opinion to myself. Alright, so I'll use those again. Hadn't you better run on the trains here. Quarry, I'll use those. A short period of time that these are in a town, if they're going to a quarry. Another sand pit. I didn't know it hooked up so many sand pits. There's a problem, you go for a map that's really big and you get 30 or 40 towns. At one stage I started to restrict myself to 12 or 15 towns, but when I set this one up I sort of got a little bit carried away. What are we? Coal line. Hereford Logistics. That should be an interesting town to keep an eye on because it is actually a fairly major hub. Well, no, it's not. It's one town down from the hub. Well, it does have a hub, but it's not a major hub. I'm going to run a risk on doing this for that. I'm going to do exactly the same with this one. Change the steam out. Is that Red Elm? Is it Midland Railway? Yeah. A really odd sound of that. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now you might understand why I go for those nice big platforms as often as I can. Change that. Wow, that's a rural farm. Can you see this thing operating? Huh. It's the horse-drawn wagon hooked onto the back of another trailer. She might just hang around here a bit. Just curious to see how it does get on here. Because technically speaking, the grain can go on the flatbed, make the wool, milk and cow heads have to go in the let's just clean that up. There's got to be some clean up work around the joint. A little bit of yard maintenance. Come on, autosave. I don't see any grain sitting on the platform. Oh, there's the grain there. It's buried in amongst all the other stuff, so it's gonna. Okay, so now two different freight types here. You see, those covered wagons carry 10. Well, look at it. And the grain is 8. It's pretty good value, really. Okay, you can go now. Loves their hooded tender, don't they? I think the dude would have a seat to sit on rather than standing like that. The little legs would get tired, I would imagine. It's actually going to move quite well. So now I know that those are going to work well on these farms. Now, whether you're playing vanilla with your industries, there are times where you do have 2 or 3 industry types that you can move. I'm not saying you should use them, but the point is I'm saying they are worth considering. The sawmill, I think. No. You got to go two flappers. You see, you got planks and so we haven't even got to the copper yet. We haven't got a copper mine. Generally speaking, you don't carry logs and planks on the same load. No. But anyway, just the fact that I can carry that many is just nice. Now that has the potential of carrying 16 logs or 16 planks. That's a lot. That has really stepped it up. I am pretty happy with that. Slaughterhouse. I might go for that with the slaughterhouse. That's brickworks train. That's not a brickwork train, that's a these few buses. That's the end of all this. So it's a bit tedious, isn't it? We've spent what 20 odd minutes just upgrading vehicles here. Ah, no, don't do that. Do that. Actually, no. Do that. Construction materials. I think to do construction materials, it probably wants to be that. Flax farm can just be a standard old truck. Glad to see the back end of those horse and carts because you really have to stay on top of them. I'm not sure for sure. I think they actually start to struggle to carry full loads sometimes. I stand corrected there, but that train's fine at the moment. Might as well get all these buses sorted out. There's got to be something that goes, you know, badly wrong. You just can't see it's fish or that. Yeah, it does do fish, doesn't it? Does the fodder. I don't see any fish. Oh yeah, there's fish. Flax, 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 yeah. Everything, it is the fibre, yeah, it's called fibre at that point. It looks like I'm kind of cheating, doesn't it? Yeah, well, that's fine. My map, I can cheat, if I so choose. Tennis sphere. Don't click that. I'll stick with that in that situation. The quarry. Again, flatbeds. Slaughterhouse. We'll do that. I doubt if by any chance we'll fill them up. Again, we'll do that. Sometimes the fish can go really good, but I might just try it. It's only for a short period of time, you know, probably 5-10 years, so not a big deal. Food processing. We're almost at the other end of this. Newton Abbott. How could I miss putting the dumb sometimes? You wonder how you do it. Wrong depot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That should give things a bit of a hurry along. How many more will it be go? Newton Abbott. This might upgrade. I did electrify the line, I can't remember if I had. You got that changeover point where the early trams are horse-drawn and then there's steam. I don't really remember if I've sometimes managed to electrify. That's why I'm not a big fan of trams. They're sort of like a bit of an added burden at times. Little things you got to try to remember. That's iron ore mine. These should all be good. That's relatively new there. Oh, we might just give that one a bit of a tickle up because just increase capacity. Bad. Bad. You're bad. You sort of go, you know, once you get to some of that away from the horse, you can go 10, 20 years sometimes, you know, where you have to do vehicle upgrades. We not set the buses up at Yates. Did everything else, but not the buses. Yates. This one. Yates. Buzz 2. It's fine. All proper good. Oh, here we go. We finally got the freight train. It's finally turned up here. Let's. I've got a tree growing on the track there. I get distracted when every time I see these things. I think no, I don't like that. And 8 plus 1 plus 2. 8 coal mine 2 didn't get that. Okay. One, two, three, four. We said 8 coal mine 2, didn't we? Okay. Didn't hook up the 8 logistics. I don't know how I managed to do all that. No point having everything going on around there and the town not being serviced. There's been a point with 8 logistics. 8 passenger train, that's fine. It's fine, it's fine. Fine. Where'd the little train gather up in there? What we get away with? We got 20 logs, 16 cows' heads, and 12 iron ore. It's kind of interesting. There's a little, well, not a little, but there is a stairwell just there. So it must have reached its capacity. So you got. Hang on, what vehicle have I got over here? Yeah, they're fully stocked up. Yeah, that's gonna speed things along quite nicely. I think what we might do is change these out to that. And since he's only half loaded, well, turn them back. Go get a full load. Same with you, you can go back and get a full load. Yeah. Still not upgrade this. Wow. You won't do it by doing that, you great twit. You great goose. But you will be doing that. Might turn this one back, turn them around. What does do you end up collecting? We've got 10 cows' heads, There's no grain here at the moment. Oh, there is grain there, so. Okay, well, we've got 8 grain, 10 cow's heads. That's good. I am quite happy with that. Well, that's 10 head of cattle, I suppose you could say, which is probably more correct. Okay, what's going on here? It moves multiple things, doesn't it? Let's just try it. Let's get the big boys on the job. Turn this guy around as well. Oh, he fell inside the other one. You see him? Now what's he doing? Is he bringing? Yeah, so this is kind of interesting. I've seen them now. I have used them, but not in a long time. So, like I say, I tend not to go back to before electric trains, electric rail. One of the things I loathe having to do is upgrade all the railway, you know. Basically because I'm lazy. Let's just jump on board for a minute sector of time. Roughly 60 seconds or so. While he swings in here, we might even go to 90 to 100 seconds, yeah? 120 seconds. We never know. Okay, we unload our cattle, and now we take on another. We take on some leather. Okay, so I'm going to split the load. Let's hope it would take some meat on. I think there was meat sitting on the loading dock. Yeah, yeah, decided to leave the meat behind. His mate's going to collect it all. His mate Harry and this other one here. Oi! Fred! Oh, Harry! You can do the rest! Yeah, right there! Meat. Now. Now, which one's Fred and which one's Harry? He looks like Fred. He's taking 30 meats. Come on, come on, come on, give it a stoke. Give it a big bougie, kick in the guts and should be off. There we go. What are you waiting for? I wouldn't get enough steam up to pull a little hooter-tooter thing. Now what's Murray gonna do? He's collecting meat. He has the capacity to collect. Oh, you're not going to just sit there and take all meat, are you? Take a bit of leather in the other wagon, you goose. I'll be redoing this contract. Well, it's not part of my contract, I'm not doing it. Moron. Left there with a 12. Well, here comes Sean. Sean's likely to do it. Can't be Sean not doing it. Anyway. No, they don't have herded herders. here. Ah. You'll hear the turtles when they're sitting on the yard, wait the thing here. Right now, here you're gonna dump cows, pick up leather. Very good there. Your contractor will be re-signed. I want to get that down to that Newton Abbott textile joint here over here. This you can carry wool, yarn, textiles, leather. So it's not a silly one to put that on. So yeah, that worked quite well. There's a lot of industries here that are not connected up to me. Well, what do we do now? Where are we up to? I don't think the bridge thing's turned up yet. Hey, how's this work? That only come out on Steam earlier today. Where's my depot? How does it work? Oh, it'll use. Oh, okay. Have I got plunk? Figure. We have an approach. How does it work though? Approach B. We can come from those two, but how does it get off here? Huh. What say we just, there's nothing in there, is there? Let's just we will blow that and that. Now what, can I put this in here like this? I'll have to move that. So we get to preview a brand new August. Didn't give you a lot of detail on it. Just had pretty pictures. That's not what I want. Right on the wrong side. I'm approaching from the other side. I'm on the wrong spot. Let's just see what happens here in a moment. Otherwise we might have just wasted some time. Plug that on there. Now it can only ever be a loco, it can't be a house. Can't put carriages across a thing like that over there. Let's just test this. No, don't test it like that. Use your needle, dude. Once we just bite a loco, send it nowhere, somewhere. Steam. We'll just buy that little fellow there. Where can I send him to? Unable to find stop. Okay. Now I've got to sell them. Can't get rid of anything until I just sold it, you moron. Yes, sell. Well, how does it work? What is that one? It's supposed to be a depot of some kind. Well, let's just try something. It is a depot. I don't want to clone, say that train there, it should be able to clone it. I bet you that's gone down to the other one way down there. Yeah. I made that redundant, haven't I? Just sell it back to them. How does it become a train depot? Now let's just bust out of here a minute. We'll go to Steam. Workshop. And it was here. There it is. Well turntable. It doesn't seem very well. This is not a functional turntable. You cannot run trams across it, but access is only possible from via main approach rail A. The turntable restriction of 5 miles an hour will slow down to go across it. So it's actually in line. You can go from A across it. So what would be the opposite of A? Where is A? Let's just get rid of it a minute. And when you put it in, does it default to A? I'm going to pop that in there a minute and see what happens. Still being, it's not going to work for the way I do things. Aesthetically pleasing, but okay, I can leave it there like that, but now I've got an extra passenger train I don't need. Oh! Well, it looks good, doesn't it? But for my game, I might just leave it there. Well, now it is there, and we know that it works. We'll get rid of that. We don't need an extra passenger train. What was I doing? I was looking for bridges, wasn't I? I do want to put some of these in later. I tend not to use these things. Not that I've got anything against them, but they don't do anything for me. I don't sort of see the point of those ones. But anyway, I can't put my thingamy what's a bob in there. So we'll be dressing this up a bit, probably.